Assalamualaikum and greetings everyone. Hi, my name is Nabilah and I am the first speaker for this report presentation. Our topic for this assignment is how can Bruneian youth contribute to building a sustainable future? As we all are informed, sustainability refers to maintaining resources in terms of social, economic, and environmental livability. Sustainable development can also be defined as development that fulfills the need of the people on Earth without the depletion of natural resources. And did you know that there are 17 goals planned by the United Nations in 2015 for a better livable future for the people, and they are expected to be accomplished in 2030? This study will only focus on Bruneian youth's views on environmental sustainability as a proper consideration of the pollution problems in Brunei is beyond the scope of this study. We conducted a survey to obtain the required data with the mindset that majority of the UBD students will be aware of this issue. Moving on to the literature review, we have found out that academic scholars have been immensely researching on this matter. Although environmental sustainability is difficult to implement due to the challenges and costs, the government of Brunei still puts efforts to overcome this barrier because of the benefits that it brings to the country. A report written for the Fifth National stated that around 41% of Brunei's tropical rainforest, which accounts for 75% of its territory, is protected by the Brunei government. However, efforts alone are not enough to establish this, because they will also need the help from the public. To achieve this goal, there are several ways to spread this word to the public. Jacker in 2022 has said that there are many people with the lack of sustainable lifestyle which contributed to not having a concrete idea of environment sustainability. These studies give an insight that public awareness is crucial to achieving a sustainable development. I will now hand this over to the second speaker, Qaiyum.
Thank you, previous speaker. My name is Abdul Qaiyum bin Haji Muhammad. My registration number is 21B6018. In section 2, we are going to talk about the methodology and the findings that we have used and collected. The approach that we went for is creating an online survey that is exclusive to only UBD students in order to test their familiarity with environmental sustainability. The purpose of this exclusivity is to provide more accurate data and reduces unanticipated responses. The online survey includes both open-ended and closed-ended questions regarding the benefits, ways to achieve, frequency of actions that directly contributes to environmental sustainability. Now that we've compiled all of the data, we can examine the following figures. Overall, there are 5 figures. For figure 1, it shows 92.6% of the students are familiar with the environmental pollution in Brunei, while the other 7.4% do not. As for figure 2, it shows 7 different social media outlets that provides exposure of environmental pollution in Brunei to students. As we can see, Instagram provides the most exposure, followed by WhatsApp, Twitter, and Facebook. The ones with the least exposure are TikTok, Reddit, and YouTube. Moving on to figure 3, it shows whether students agree if environmental sustainability is beneficial for Brunei. As we can gather from the pie chart, it shows that 90.2% of the student agrees while the other 9.8% do not. For figure 4, it shows students' thoughts on types of renewable energy that can replace oil and gas. Most of the students selected solar energy as a suitable alternative, while wind, tidal, and geothermal energy is the least favored option. Lastly, figure 5 shows students' rationale on why renewable energy is better than non-renewable energy. Most of the students thinks renewable energy is better because they produce less carbon footprint, followed by its abundancy and its cost efficiency. The least selected option is the little maintenance that the equipment require. That is all from me. Now I'll pass on the mic to my colleagues.
Thank you, Qaiyum. My name is Wee Hong. and in this segment, I will be talking about the discussion section of our report. We will be talking about the significance of our findings, unexpected results, and suggest what should be done for future researchers as well to obtain a more reliable result. From what we can see from our findings, more than 90% of respondents in our survey are aware of Brunei's environmental damage. However, to our surprise, majority of the respondents were made aware of this from social media. In addition to that, most of our respondents also agreed that solar energy is the most suitable alternative to oil and gas in light of Brunei's 2035 vision. However, to our surprise, majority of the respondents were made aware of this from social media, in contrast to an older research which stated that most of the Bruneian youth had learned about this matter through televisions. This difference in finding might be due to the rise of users in social media, together with the decrease in people watching TVs nowadays. This finding could also potentially lead into a new research regarding the relationship between environmental sustainability and social media. Lastly, we suggest for future researches to be done with a larger sample size for a more precise result, since our research was done with a small sample size due to time constraints. That is all from me. I will now pass it to the fourth and last speaker, Ikhmal. Thank you.
Thank you, Wee. My name is Ikhmal. Registration number 21B2064 and speaker 4 of this presentation. I'll be discussing the last two sections of this report, which is the conclusion and recommendation section. Firstly, the conclusion section. The survey which was conducted and data analysis done on the responses of the respondents, which was discussed earlier by my colleagues, have concluded that UBD undergraduates are well aware and well informed of environmental sustainability. Not only that, the research also gave insight into ways and solutions into achieving one of the goals of our Sun 2035, which is for a green and clean environment. Nonetheless, not all reports are perfect, and ways are needed to improve them so that they become more reliable. This have led me to discuss the last section of this report, which is the recommendation section. The research was conducted in a small sample size in a short time period, which encapsulate a small percentage of Brunei's youth. With this in mind, further research is needed, which have a larger sample size in a longer period of time, so that there is concrete evidence that Brunei youths are aware of environmental sustainability. With this, I conclude my presentation. Thank you.
Are you recording already?
I was
Okay.
ready. Oh my god. Okay.
3, 2, 1. To end this video presentation, we would like to say thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Hello.